sidewalk and ADA compliant stuff for the children, you know, the students getting to school.
Yeah.
And the vehicle, better vehicular traffic as well. So they submitted this last May. It's been a good project for the city that we were engaged from 0%, and we've worked through the design to accommodate obviously the flow in the channel and their improvements as well as far as what they need for pedestrian and vehicular traffic. So they are going to put this out to bid in May, and then start construction November 1st, as soon as we shut down this year after irrigation season. So.
We used to walk across that.
It's right,
Oh, well.
there it is.
It's right next to Our Lady of the Valley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's the reason? Is it just too old or?
It doesn't have any sidewalks on one side. It's very narrow, they're 3 feet, ADA is 5 feet now. And we
There it is.
So it's got some sidewalks, the street, it narrows down, it's strange because the right of way, you see how it decreases? So the right of way is 60 over here, and then it decreases to 45 on the other side, so. But they're gonna widen the structure and the lanes, and then add a sidewalk on this side. This side don't have sidewalk, it's only on one side. So they've included everything. They're gonna raise the banks. The banks are a little bit low here, so they're gonna raise the banks. This is the bridge, I guess. We can go down here, then we can turn around. So, you see how the sidewalk doesn't come across.
You lose the sidewalk.
So they're gonna widen it, and it'll be a good structure. Essentially what is there now, it'll be a simple span, so it's gonna span from one side of the canal to the other, and there'll be no obstruction in the flow channel. So, they submitted all proper documentation, and engineering recommends this application.
Is there utility lines going underneath that bridge? Or
There
gas or anything like that? Gas lines?
is a water line and a gas line hung to the side of the bridge, which will be redesigned and reconstructed to go underneath. We don't allow any utilities to hang on bridge structures anymore.
So
So
they're
yes,
gonna bore underneath the canal?
they're gonna bore underneath and between the drill shafts is what they said, so. I said, good luck.
They're also gonna concrete line, what is it, 100 feet of the tunnel?
They're actually concrete lining 200 feet upstream from the bridge and 200 feet downstream with 5-inch concrete paving in the canal. So it's going to streamline really well and speed up the flow. So we should have minimal, if any, sediment settling. We don't have any checks in this area, so the canal was actually at design grade, which was extremely surprising. It was where it needed to be. But we don't have any check structures. We have a telemetry station downstream at Pendale. And,
Well, it's right now.
so there's a check further downstream, but yes, we're gonna have approximately 450 feet of concrete lining here, and it's gonna work really well.
But they're not gonna do it. Season's over.
November 1.
Yeah.
November 1.
There's no, we don't allow any construction in flow prism. Only we allow under our flow canals during the irrigation season is if it's a typically small diameter directional drilling. Some of those can be 30, 40 feet even beneath our channels, so we don't care. Typically have real low res.
And Jay, you recommended this, right?
Yes, we recommend this. So they submitted, like I said, last May, and they need to put out to bid with all the documentation and whatnot, so that's what we do. But we've worked through it good 6-8 months, and yes, engineer recommends this for,
Okay. Mike moves, George seconds. Considerations on any of this?
no, they paid the $1.5 million already for the 50 years. Actually, I'm sorry, it was,
Whatever it was.
3.5 million.
And they're responsible for all the construction, and the improvement.
No, it's been paid for. It's an existing license, they're just redoing the structure.
Right. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right, number 2197.
This next one, so this next one,
Private ingress.
it is the Grijalva Estate.
Which Grijalva?
You
Uh,
guys know that guy?
Do you remember? It's not Parks family, it is. One of his uncles.
It's, their cousins, I guess.
Hello.
They're all on there, so
No.
Stella, Irene, all
They're
these.
like Ivies, you need a scorecard, there are too many of them.
You need a family tree on the
Yeah,
wall.
yeah, family tree.
They're all siblings, and they have since, I guess someone passed and, through deed and, what was left, each, certain parcels were conveyed to each individual, sibling. So this is right on hole, by hole in the wall, this is hole in the wall right here, and, Riverside Road, here are the Loyas.
Oh,
So this is a Grijalva, all of this. So, she's been here for a few years now, and, there's an existing bridge here.
I see it.
So in order to convey, execute, I guess to execute the will and whatnot, they need legal access. Of course, this is a farmer's crossing that exists today, used for agricultural purposes, so they did not need a license, and it took a few iterations of explanation on why they needed this legal document. And finally, they're gonna go through the subdivision process and subdivide parcels to each sibling, and in order to execute the will, they need to go to the title company. The title company needed the legal document. So they submit an application to use the existing bridge for ingress and egress to the parcels here. And they provided the survey, and they're gonna use the existing structure, so everything is in place. I've been working with their attorney and the title company, and
Who's their attorney?
Taffy Bagley. So engineering, yeah, we recommend this for approval.
So then, is it gonna be open to the public?
No,
Or is it
it's a
private?
private, I
Oh.
specifically stated in the license, it's a private for these few folk, for these 5 individuals.
We've done thousands of.
So, yeah, and I explained to them, if it ever, if they're gonna subdivide for housing purposes to put residential lots, that's a whole different process, so, yeah, it's all been detailed and explained.
Is that a
Well,
street?
okay, what is the explanation? First you say private, and then you're talking about,
This is for private use, for these
This is the
individuals.
status quo, this is the
He
status.
said he explained that he had to explain to them, if they do subdivide it, they'll come back.
okay,
They're gonna have to come back and pay.
Yeah, the license doesn't cover any of it.
It's licenses for private.
right, okay.
It was a farm crossing because it was for agricultural use, and now it's for private use.
All right.
So now they took on all responsibility of maintenance of that, so we don't have to maintain it anymore.
Right.
They have to pay for the pipe that gets replaced.
Okay.
So engineering recommends this for approval as well.
I move to accept this one.
George moved, Mike seconded, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Okay, let's see, 17, we got anything on 17?
No.
18, we're going to go to codes and a lot of this stuff.
Yes.
19 and, okay. Well, let's take a little break, how about a 5-10 minute break, and we'll come back. We're going to let the record show we are temporarily taking a break, and we will come back in closed session. And then we're going into closed session right now,
Okay.
right now.
But you're gonna have a break first.